Alright, what's going on guys? He has 50 tricks that you can use in Rainbow Six Siege to get more kills and rank up. Alright, so for this first tip, I'm going to show you a really cool spawn pick on Coastline, and all you need to be able to do it is a shotgun pistol and a 1.5 scope. Personally, I like to do this with Doc just because it's easy to have them both. So what you want to do is when you come to this courtyard here, and open up this wall along here. You don't have to open up all the way along the wall, you can kind of get away with just opening up this right side here. And then the window that would be peeking out of is this blue bar window. So you want to open it up just to make it easier to see for you. And then what you want to do is when you come to this sofa here, crouch behind the sofa, and if you look all the way out there, that like sort of archway there is the gateway that people come out of spawn. So you'll see them when they run out of spawn and they run through this door here. And you'll be able to line up a headshot on them really easily. It's simply just standing here or even crouching and make yourself harder to hit, and you'll be able to like try and tap for the one tap. So if you're looking at it from the enemy perspective, this is where they spawn in. So if they choose to run up this way, they can either come out there or come along this way. And this is the way that you're aiming at. And if you try and aim back at that angle, it's like you can't even see where the angle is really. It's such a hard angle to line up. That there is where the angle is. So by the time someone's lined that shot up, they should already be dead. Alright, so this second tip is another spawn peek. Don't worry, they're not all spawn peeks, but I like to do a good amount of spawn peeking, so there's a few of them. So what you want to do is come to the sunrise window, and if you go in the bottom right corner and shoot here, you'll be able to see out into the spawn, but this isn't actually the spawn peek. This is just to bait them, because this is a really common spawn peek. So what you want to do then is use this chair to vault up onto the, like use the pillow there to vault up onto the chair, and then come along, stand around here, and aim just to the top right of the X here. And if you look out there, that's like the half wall that they come past when they run out of spawn. And the good part about doing this spawn peek is because you're higher than a normal person's head would be. They're not going to expect someone to be peeking this hole. They're just going to probably see the top one and look at the bottom one, because that's more common for someone to be at. Nobody expects someone to be higher than head level, so that'll just work out for you in your favour. And like it'll give you the time to hit the headshot before they realise like that where you are. Alright, so this third tip is for when you're defending hooker and billiards, and it's a new way to C4 the default plant spot, which is behind this bomb. Instead of having to sort of, usually if you're trying to C4 the plant from behind billiards, you'll have to swing around like this and try and throw it. But at that point you're visible to the window, you're visible to anybody in hookah that might be covering if anybody's watching a hole in the wall or something. So it's too risky to do that. So what you want to do is when you come to this corner here, make a shotgun hole in the floor like this. And then all you need to do is prone on the hole and throw a C4 down there at the wall like that. And then you can come around to this corner. And well, you don't obviously you don't want to blow yourself up, but this is what it'll be for an attacker. Like that. Obviously in doing this, you're not going to be exposing yourself to the window. You're not going to be exposing yourself anyway, because you'll be safe behind the bar. So it's just an easy way to stop a plant. Alright, so these next few tips are going to be on cafe, and this first one's a cool little spawn peek to spawn peek the Christmas spawn. If you come into mining and open up the window, you don't have to, you just open up the window, and then all you want to do is come onto this mining thing here. And then you'll move, like slowly move forward, and you'll feel yourself go up a little bit as you see in there. I'll go back down so you can see it better. So yeah, I'll show you exactly where. So you just want to start slowly walking, you see yourself go up there. Then you want to go up and get a little bit more, like that. So you're right on the edge, and then all you need to do is aim at this sort of right side there, and this is where people will run out of when they're coming out of spawn from the Christmas spawn. And then you just tap the head, and they get a freebie. Now from the attacker's perspective, this is what they will see. If they come out, they'll see the window open like that, but it's a really hard shot for them to hit. And generally, if you pair this up by opening these windows as well, opening both these top two and open up this one as well, it'll make it really awkward for them to try and figure out which one's being spawn peeked, and all they can see on this window is the top of your head when you're peeking it, because obviously you don't fill the whole window. Alright, so this next trick is another spawn peek, and this one spawn peeks the same spawn, but it's from this bakery door here. All you need to do is come to this left side and look out of the door there. You stand right in the corner here and just look. You'll see them when they run through like past the glass, and you can start shooting at them straight away and just start following them like that. And what's cool about this though is you're safe from all the other spawns because you're trapped in this corner. So the only part of the spawn is when they're coming out that way. Like the only part of the spawn where they can see you is when they're coming out this way, and this is where you're obviously aiming at. And then if you play Oryx like I am right now, you can simply just dash away to get away safely. Obviously you can just play someone else and just run away, but you're running the risk of like getting shot at because you're running past the angle. Personally I like to do this spawn peek best when I'm defending the top floor because it's less expected, but it still works either way. Alright, so this next trick I'm going to show you is the last spawn peek that I'll show you for cafe. And all you want to do is come to this red hall window, prep it like this, and then go down into wedding and prep the wedding window as well, like that. And then as soon as the action phase starts, like the second it turns into the action phase, you want to jump out of this window, run to the right, and then look straight ahead here, and then drop down. It's like that spawn there, spawn peaks the Christmas spawn, and then as soon as you jump back in, you want to wait a couple of seconds, and then you can jump back out here and start spawn peaking this spawn as well. So this spawn peaks 2 spawns in one. Sometimes what I like to do as well when I'm running back up after I've jumped out is to jump back out again. Let's say I shot at, like, I've seen people run out of this spawn, but I shot at them, but I didn't kill them. If I'm running back upstairs, I might just jump out again and see if I can kill them on the second try. Alright, so when I said that was the last spawn peak, I may have lied a little bit. Here's another spawn peak. If you come into the fireplace here, shoot this, shoot the corner of the chair as well. Stand on top of this table, run from the table onto the chair onto this table, and then from this table you can run out of this balcony onto the window and look into the Christmas market spawn again. So there's a third spawn peak to spawn peak the Christmas market spawn. Nobody's coming out of that spawn. But the only thing you want to be careful for with this spawn peak is to make sure nobody spawns this side, which is Park Alley. What you can do to check this is just before you jump out the window, you can check if anybody's on this cam, and if not, then you can quickly jump out the window, kill them, come back in, and yeah, it's a freebies every time. Alright, so these next 2 tricks I'm going to show you are 2 quick little C4 tricks that'll give you a free kill nearly every time. For this first one, you want to play Valkyrie and put a Valkyrie camera that watches this cigar shop. Personally, I like to put the one underneath this sofa, so I'll come below and quickly put it on like that, below the sofa, boom. And then you want to go into the train, and then if you look under the roof here, just right to the sort of right side of this door, make some shotgun holes like this. In an actual game, I don't play with the shotgun. I'm just making the hole like this just so it's quick and easy for you guys to see. In the actual game, I'll just use my deagle to make the holes. And then all you need to do is watch the cam that you've placed. As soon as you see somebody going to mining, or they might even go behind this bar on the left there, behind the bar and cigar, all you need to do is line up a C4, run forward a little bit and throw, and the C4 will land right in the middle of the room like that. And it'll C4 anybody in cigar shop, as well as anybody behind the bar as well. The cool part about this as well is this floor is not destructible. So without this trick, there's no way of C4ing anybody in this room. So a lot of people will think they're safe and go behind here and start droning or something. So if I'm sitting here on a drone and then the C4 comes over, I'm just gone. So it's just a really cool freebie. Alright, so this next trick is another C4 freebie, and all you need to do for this one is play somebody with either play somebody with a shotgun, like mute, or play a Valk and get your teammate to open up this hatch. But all you want to do is open up this hatch on red, and then you can wait here with your C4 out and until somebody repels up the red wall here or the red wall there, and you'll hear them really easily because it's like the closest thing. You'll hear them, the repel sound really loud. And then as soon as you hear them repel up, wait like maybe a little couple of seconds, or you can wait until you hear them come off the repel, and then all you need to do is throw a C4 up. It'll land on the roof, it'll blow them up, and you'll get a freebie from it. Alright, so these next few tips are going to be on Oregon. And the first 2 that I'm going to show you are cool ways to thermite walls and get around bandits without having to like get rid of the bandits or get rid of the cage or anything. All you need to do, if you come in this master closet, which is like one of the main walls you have to open on the master attack, if you come up to the wall, obviously I can't demonstrate that it's reinforced and bandited because I'm the only one in the game, but what you want to do when it's bandited and reinforced is you want to come up to the wall, wait until you take a bit of damage, and then start walking away from it until you're not taking damage. And then all you need to do is put a thermite on the floor and breach it. And then you can come back out on the balcony safe, and you'll see the walls being opened. And you can like use this to look into the site the same way you would as if the wall was open. Obviously you can't like enter through it, but if you use this to get rid of the bandits off, and then you can just breach again normally, and then the wall's open. Alright, so this next trick is another way to thermite a wall without having to worry about bandits or any kind of denial. This one's for the dining wall. If you come up to the top of a small tower here, and you'll see this sort of blue top on the floor, you just want to put your thermite right on the top like that. And breach the wall. And boom, the whole wall gets opened without having to worry about getting rid of bandits, getting rid of anything like that. You can just get the wall open for free. Alright, so this next trick is a cool way to impact trick and master wall on the top floor defense on Oregon. All you need to do is come up to the wall here, make some shotgun holes below the wall like this. And then you can just look through the hole here and you see the fan there. All you need to do is throw an impact at the fan. The easiest way to do it is to prone like this. Prone like this and then just throw it at the fan. Like that. It might do a little bit of damage to you, but it'll also kill anything on the wall, any aces, any thermite charge, any habanas, and it'll just be a freebie way to stop any kind of like breach of the wall. Alright, so this next trick is the exact same thing but with a C4, and this way you'll be able to get a free kill from it. What you do, make the same holes, and then you just want to look through the floor and aim your C4 like around there, and get it on the fan. Boom. On the fan, like that. Anybody that's in the closet here will just get C4'd. Freebie. Alright, so here's a cool C4 you can do on Oregon if you come to the T2 window here and open it up fully. And all you need to do is run out, look to the left, look up a little bit, walk forward and throw. I explained that slowly just so you can understand it. Like I didn't want to go too fast with it. But in a game you'll have to be quick with it because you're standing outside in the middle of the open. And then this C4 lands right about here, which if you know, this is like the way to go into blue. So anybody coming into blue will die to that. Alright, here's a cool spawn peek you can do in Oregon. If you come up to this lobby double door here and then open it up fully, as soon as the action phase starts, if you want to wait maybe 2 seconds into the action phase and just run out here and pre-fire this. Pre-fire that gap there like that. And then anybody that runs out of that spawn will just run straight into the pre-fire and that'll be your freebie. You want to make sure when you're doing this though that you watch out for drones because people could just leave the drone in spawn, so you want to be careful for that first before you do. Alright, here's another cool C4 trick you can do. If you come up to this blue double door and you're prone here and just melee the wall like this, melee the door like this, and then just aim your C4 out, you can hear when anybody runs out of spawn and runs towards you. Or you want to wait maybe 5 seconds, and then when you hear them come close, you just throw the C4 there. Freebie, gone, freebie. And then you can just run away safely. Alright, here's a cool trick you can do with Echo on Oregon when you're defending the top floor site. All you need to do is come up to this attic here, and shotgun the wall here. And shotgun even the top bit up there as well. Like that. And then all you need to do is bring your drone into attic. And then jump it up onto the roof. And you can see anybody in this trophy room here. The cool part about using this Echo drone is it's a lot harder to spot than an Echo that's just in this room here. It's a lot easier to spot an Echo that's just sitting in this room somewhere in one of these corners, maybe on the roof here. Having it over there gets blocked by all the bars and all the stuff like that, so it gets harder to see. So it's a really cool trick to do. Alright, here's a cool Capcan trick you can do on Villa that'll get you a free kill nearly every time. If you want to come to this double door at the top of red here and just put 3 on the door. The reason why you want to put 3 is because Capcans do a different damage to different armor levels. So maybe if you put 2 and a 3 armor person walks through, it's not going to actually kill them, it might just down them. So I like to put 3 just to confirm the kill 100%. And it's really sort of out of the way for where they'll be looking, so they probably won't spot it. They might be looking at the site here, they might be looking at 90, they're just not really going to be looking for it. And it's even that out of the way, they might walk this way and walk and like not see it. So it's just a cool trick to do. Here's another Capcan trick you can do. If you come below here in piano, you throw a C4 right on this sort of corner tile there, like that. This C4 will kill anybody that's on the study door to site, which is a very common thing for people to do. It's very common for someone to push study and start trying to push into site here, and it'll kill anybody on this side of the door. And the cool part about this is you don't need any kind of information, like you don't need a vault cam or something, because you'll just know that somebody's on this door because they'll be shooting into site or you'll see them or something. So it's just a really easy to know that they're there. So easy to get the info that they're there and easy to just kill them. Alright, here's a cool flank drone you can use for red stairs on Villa. If you come onto this ledge here and then jump across here, then all you need to do is come below this plant pot and just jump onto the plant pot like this. And then from the plant pot you can jump straight onto the top of this window here, and then you have a grey flank drone to watch in red stairs. It sees the bottom of red stairs, you can see 90, you can see if anybody pushes out a zombie, and the cool part is you can use this chandelier to sort of hide it and make it more hidden, make it a bit harder to spot. But if you're looking at it like this, it's quite easy to spot, so make sure you try and hide it behind this if you can. Here's a really cool wallbang spawn peek you can do on border. If you come into detention over here, when the time hits 47 seconds on the clock of the action phase, when the action phase starts and the clock goes to 2 minutes and 47 seconds, all you need to do is stand here and just wallbang out like this. And this will wallbang anybody that walks behind the tank. You see the tank there? Anybody walking behind that tank will get spawn peeked by that wallbang. It's just a really fun, cool thing to try out, maybe. Alright, here's a really cool Valcam for CCTV on border. If you come into CC here and open up and kill these monitors like that, shoot the monitors off, and then you want to go down to detention. And once you're in detention, you want to shoot the floor here like this, so that it makes a hole. Make it a bit bigger if you want it easier to throw in. And then you want to look up, look as high as you can, and just throw it up onto the wall there. And then hop on the cam and you can see the whole of CCTV, and it's a really hidden cam. A lot of people don't seem to know this, but you can actually see for this 90 hallway on border. So here's a cool trick you can do. If you put a val cam up here in this corner and then go below in customs, and then all you need to do in customs is throw a C4 right up in this corner here like that. And then anybody that walks on this 90 corner here will just get C4'd. Here's a cool spawn peek you can use to spawn peek the valley spawn on border. If you come into break room here and prone by this door, you can shoot up this panel here. And then prone right as close as you can, and anybody that walks past will walk past like this, or they'll walk past like that, and it'll be really hard for them to see you. By the time they can see you, you can also see them, and you can see their head first. so it's just a free kill nearly every time. Here's an easy way to stop any kind of armory brush plant on border where people try and plant in the archives or plant in the store or something. A cool way to stop it is to just play vertically. If you come below into workshop here, all you need to do is shotgun a hole here. This is below the door where they'll plant on. You can also come onto this table here and shotgun a hole right next to this light. This will be able to see the archives window, so you can see anybody on the window if they try and jump in or something. And if you shotgun also here, right in this corner like this, like that, what you can do is throw a C4 up if anybody tries to plant on the concrete in this corner, and you can do the same thing on this corner if anybody tries to plant on the concrete. Just throw a C4 up like that, and it'll land in the corner, kill anybody that might try and plant on the concrete which isn't vertically like able to be shot. Alright, here's a cool drone spot you can use on Clubhouse. If you jump onto this railing here, and then run along to the top and jump onto here, and then all you need to do is come along here and jump across here, and then all you need to do is jump on the top of this pipe here, and then you're in the spot. From this you can see anything on rafters, you can see anybody bottom garage, you can even use it like for any kind of flank drones or something if you want to watch a garage flank. Here's a cool way to hold the main stairs flank on Clubhouse if you're going to try and take a kitchen and play vertically. If you come here and just shotgun the floor like this, you'll see all the way down the bottom of main stairs there. We get rid of this bit. Then you can see all the way down to the bottom of main stairs, and it's a really hard angle for any defender that's trying to flank to even shoot back. From the perspective of the defender, this is what they're going to see when they come up. Like, it's really hard for them to hit that shot, and if they do, the pipe will block the angle or something. So it's really hard for them to actually hit that. Right, here's some more tricks on Coastline. If you're playing service, you can use this cool Capcan trap to get a free kill nearly every time. If you come to service but come on this side of the doorway, and then put Capcan traps like this. I like to put 3 of them. This, like, the Capcan traps glitch into the sort of shelf here, and they make it really hard for them to see, make it hard to be like noticed. So attackers that'll come in through this door, they'll be on the same side as the Capcan, but it's really hard for them to even notice this. And when there's so many different things they have to care about, they're not going to see it, and it's just going to get you a free kill nearly every time. You might look at this and think, that's not going to work, but if you try this out in a game, I bet it works. Here's another cool trick that you can do with Capcan. If you come into this security door here, then you can put 3 Capcans again like this, and it glitches into the door and makes it really hard to see them. Like that. And you'll get a free kill every time someone tries to walk through here, because they're not going to notice that. Or if anything, it'll be hard to even shoot them, because they're that, like, sort of small. So like they might notice them the last second they're trying to, it's not going to kill them in time. Like, what you can also do as well is pair that trick up over there with this trick up here, and have like 2 insta kills. If you put 3 on that service door and 2 on this door, just 2 kills for free for you. Alright, here's a cool trick you can do with thermite when you're attacking the initiation bomb site of theme park. This bomb site here and this bomb site here. All you need to do is come into break room, which is this little room here. You can either rappel in these windows, or you can try and take like the whole control. It's up to you. And then all you want to do is come up to this wall here and put a thermite on the wall. And what this will do, if you breach this wall like this, is it'll breach the wall into sight without having to worry about any bandits or anything on the wall or anything like that. You can just breach the wall for free. Alright, so this next trick is actually how to prevent that last trick, which was the thermite in this wall. If you bring a shotgun and come into the bunk here, you can just shotgun the wall like this. And it means that no, like, thermite can't put a thermite on the wall, so it'll just totally stop that trick in its tracks. And I mean that it's not possible. So what this means is that you can actually use this on attack and then defend against it on defense, which just is a win-win. Here's another cool one of them thermite tricks that'll breach a wall that's banditted or caded without having to get rid of the denial. If you come and try and breach this sight wall here, all you need to do is go onto the wall until you get like hit by the bandit charge once, and then just stop moving away till you stop getting taken damage, and then put the thermite on the floor. And boom, open the wall, and it'll open a prone angle into the actual site, like this. And then obviously you can make sure it's clear and then breach the wall properly, or you can try and fight like that. It's up to you. And yeah, here's a cool Hibana trick you can do on Night Haven Labs. If you rappel onto this roof edge by rappelling up there, and then come over here and just Hibana the top corner of this wall like this, and then blow them up. And then all you need to do is sit here, and you can just have a really weird angle onto the breach that nobody's going to expect. And then this you can shoot anybody trying to pick out this connector door, or if anybody's in this room, you can just get a really weird angles on them. And this nearly always gets me a freebie. Here's a cool angle you can use on Chalet to try and clear the top fireplace hold. A lot of times defenders will try and extend the top fireplace and hold the angle like from fireplace into library. If you come onto this like sort of roof here, you can get a really unexpected angle and way to like defeat them without them sort of while being in a sort of really off angle that they're not going to expect you to be in. It's just a cool way to get a free kill. Here's another cool way to stop this library hold. A lot of times people reinforce this wall and make a hole next to it in the wall like this, like there. If you come onto the rappel on this library rappel, you can sort of upside down rappel like this. I'll show you. You can upside down rappel on this rappel here like this, and then you can slowly sort of get a peek onto the angle, and the pixel peek will be right there, and you'll be able to get a pixel onto their angle and get a free kill from it. A lot of times when you're attacking top floor on bank, you might want to go for a square attack, and to do this you might want to come through this square double door. But a lot of times you'll be facing like head holes in this wall here, which makes it really hard to push in through this double door. So instead of doing this, all you need to do is spawn jewelry spawn, come rappel up to this window, and just rappel in from this window instead. And you don't have to worry about these head holes, you can just rappel in here, and then just breach the wall. And then you have the square control for pretty much free. Alright, here's some cool spawn peeks you can do with the spawn peek on the new map Lair. All you need to do for this first one is to come into this operational room and this window right here. You just want to open it up here like this above the X, and then jump on this table. And from this spot you can see anybody that runs beside this sort of armoured vehicle right there, they'll run on this left side of it here, and you'll just be able to get a freebie on them. For this next spawn peek, all you want to do is to come down to this sort of reception area by the main stairs here, and open up this door like this, and you'll see stairs there. A lot of people will sort of spawn in and run along these, like come down these stairs like this, so you'll just be able to get a freebie on them here. Here's a really fun but risky spawn peek you can do on Canal. If you come to this printer window here, you can run out of the window, jump on this fan, jump across here, and then jump onto the roof here. And then from here you can spawn pick anybody that runs out of this spawn, and then just try and run back to site. But it's really risky and you might die doing it, but if you want to have some fun, you can give it a go. Alright, here's a really cool angle you can use when defending top floor on Canal. All you need to do is come to this printer hallway here, and just start making melee holes along the wall. This is so that the attackers might see the melee holes but not know which one you're actually looking through. But then if you look through this one of these melee holes here, you'll be able to see the whole printer push for free, and it'll be a really hard angle for the attackers to see. This is what it looks like from the attacker POV. They can't really see which hole you'll be using, and if you make some more holes higher up as well and make some like prone ones, some crouch ones, and some standing ones, you'll be able to peek through different holes and they won't know which one you're looking through. Alright, here's a really weird but cool angle you could use on Canal for attacking the basement. If you spawn on this construction spawn over here, you can just rappel up to the roof here. You want to do this, or you want to place someone like an Ash or someone like a Zofia with a ranged explosive. And then all you need to do is come onto the roof here, look through this window here, just shoot the window open. Shoot the window open, and then Ash charge the floor there. And what this actually sees is this sees anybody that's standing behind the locker in lockers, which is a common position for somebody to play to try and kill somebody on this window here. So if you have your teammate go on this window and bait them to play in lockers here, you can just get a freebie on them from the hole above. It's a really weird angle that like the defender won't be able to fight back against. Alright, here's a really cool spawn peek you can do on Consulate. If you come to this top yellow window and knife it open like this, and then jump down to this bottom one, you can like sort of melee this one open without breaking the glass, and then you can peek out of this window, and then any attacker that comes through will probably look at the top window, because these two windows are exactly the same like along the wall as each other, so like they're directly above each other. And if I'm an attacker coming out of spawn, I'm looking at the one that's like melee open with the glass open and everything. So this will just be able to get you a freebie on someone that's not like looking at you. There's a high chance they're not even going to be looking at you, so you'll get a freebie from it. Alright, so these next few tips I'm going to show you from here on out are going to be not map specific, but they're going to be operator specific, or they might just be general tips that you can use anyway. So the next tip I'm going to show you is how to create a zombie one way on any room anywhere. All you need to do is find a table that you can jump on like this, and then putting his army on the table, and then putting his army on the door that you're trying to look at. And then you can stand on the table, look through his army, and look at the door like this, and you'll have a one way. And I'll show you what it looks like from the other perspective. That is hard to see. They have to crouch or come really close up, crouch, and it's just a freebie for you. Tip is something that you can do with any table in any sort of doorway on any map. However, there's obviously some that are better than others, like that one there I just showed you is a pretty good example. However, there's some that aren't as good. I'll show you another example just to prove that it's the thing that you can do. If you come to this table in games, you can vault on top of the table here, so you know that's a good spot you can use. Just throw in his army on the corner of the table, like that. Jump on top of the table, and then throw one on the doorway, like that. And then you'll have a one way. And from the attacker's point of view, this is what it looks like. Standing up, they can't see the top of the one way. Crouching, they have to crouch to be able to see it, and they'll be a slow and easy target to kill. You can do this on any table, on any map, that as long as it's a table that looks at a door, basically. Alright, did you know you can actually prep doorways in Siege? You might know that you can prep windows, but you can actually prep doorways as well. If you go to a doorway like this, all you need to do is shoot it 19 times like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 like this. And now there doesn't look like there's anything different being done to it to a normal doorway looks, a normal barricade looks. And then all you need to do is shoot one bullet and you can run through like this. And it's just a freebie. Like, nobody's expecting you to do that. If you do this on like an outside door, nobody's going to be expecting it and you'll be able to get free kills from it. This next tip I'm going to give you is a setting that you need to have enabled or disabled. You need to have screen shake intensity turned off. Make sure you turn this setting off. By default, it'll be on default. And this means anytime there's an explosion, your screen will shake and do backflips, which is what you don't want. You want to have your screen not shaking at all anytime there's an explosion, because this will mean that your aim will be more consistent, because there's no like shaking to like mess up your vision. Alright, here's another setting that you need to have like enabled in Siege. I think it's enabled by default, but if it's not, you want to make sure it's set to this. And this is, if you go into options and go to HUD, it's called action reminders. If you scroll down a little bit to reminders, action reminders, make sure it's either on default or no text, maybe if you want it to look different. But what this shows you is these little icons on the bottom of the screen there. And if you look and see that first one, that like the one that looks like somebody climbing onto something, that'll tell you if any window is prepped for a jump out, because it's hard to see. I think as an attacker you can't see if a window's prepped from the outside. So if you have that icon, you'll be able to see if a window's prepped, because it'll tell you to jump through. And if the window's not prepped, it won't give you that icon. Like I'll show you on this window that isn't prepped. It doesn't have any icon to vault in. Alright, this next tip is for anybody that's an aggressive player. If you want to try and jump out of a window but you're scared that there's a claymore on the window, like let's say you want to jump out of this window here, but you're scared there's going to be a claymore and you don't want to try and jump out and quickly flick to the claymore whichever side it's on, all you need to do is come above the window and make some holes like this. I'll reload my gun so I can have more bullets. Make some holes above the window like this, and then just open up the window. And from this you'll be able to see the floor just outside the window, and you'll be able to see the lines of any claymores are there. And you'll also be able to see which side the claymore's on. So if there is a claymore, you can either not jump out, or you can jump out and pre-fire the claymore. And then continue to do your run out. Right, so we're on to the last two tips that I'm going to tell you for this video, and both of them are to do with Aruni. This first one I'm going to show you how to have basically an invulnerable bulletproof camera. All you need to do is reinforce a wall like this. And then go on the other side of the wall and you can punch it like this. And then inside of this punch, like inside the punch hole, you can put the bulletproof camera. And this will make it really hard for an attacker to get an angle on to shoot it. But what you can also do as well is put an Aruni on that wall like this. And now they have to, if they want to try and, like say they want to try and ash charge it, first they have to ash charge the barricade, like the Aruni gate, and then they have to waste another ash charge on it. So if you're pairing this up with other shit that you have to explode, like his armies or something, it makes it really hard for an attacker to get all of the utility out. So it's just a really fun thing you can try. Alright, so the final trick I'm going to show you for this video is actually how to Aruni trick hatches, and what that means is using the Aruni gates to stop a thermite or Hibernus from opening the hatches, or even aces. All you need to do is come up to the hatch, put it on the hatch, and then this only works, by the way, this only works on things with a table, hatches with a table below it that's in a close enough range. So it works on this server hatch here. All you need to do is then come below the hatch, I'll open it so you can see it, and then stand on this table and it'll activate the gate. And now you just wait on top of this table, and as soon as a thermite or Hibernus or ace tries to open up the hatch, you just jump off the table and it'll destroy them. So it's just a really cool way to do it. And you can do it on this hatch as well. If you stand on the corner of this table here, stand like this and it'll activate the gate, and then jump off it and it'll deactivate the gate so that it comes back up and it'll destroy whatever's on the hatch. Alright, so that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed, please drop a like. This video took longer than any other video to make, so if you enjoyed the effort that I put in, please drop a like. Also drop a comment with whatever else you want to see me do on this channel. I'll do any kind of siege related tips videos, or any kind of operator guides, whatever you want to see. I'll do it if I know how to do it.